Okay, so on this edition, I want to address an article on Yahoo Health called Heroin Use in U.S. Reaches Epidemic Numbers. There is no author listed for this particular article, which is weird. All it says is Reuters. So I'm going to go ahead and proceed on my commentary, and I'm going to address it to, I guess, Yahoo Health. So the interesting thing about this article, it's very good, very well written, but there is a fallacy in logic. And the fallacy in logic comes in the area where it says that lots of people are dying of heroin, and then it moves into the fact that Dr. Thomas Frieden, director of the U.S. Centers for Disease Control, says that medicines such as Vicodin, OxyContin, and Percocet increase individuals' susceptibility to heroin addiction. And then the rest of the article continues to talk about prescription drug use, even though the title of the article is heroin. So the fallacy here is that because in the early 2000s there was an increase in opioid prescriptions, that people who were using prescription opioids are now using heroin instead. What really happened is that prior to the 2000s, early 2000s, 1990s, people were already using heroin. Actually, people were using heroin since the beginning of time, hence the opium dens. However, in the 2000s, people realized that, hey, I can get basically the same thing as heroin. I can get a downer, an opioid downer, from my physician, which would theoretically be safer and cheaper than getting heroin off the street. And this was the layman's way of thinking about things. And so prescription drug use became a problem in the late 2000s, 2010 and upwards. Physicians have started to curtail their opioid prescriptions. So now people are going back to doing what it was that they were doing before they were going to the doctor to get opioid prescriptions. Does that make sense? So basically, we're just back to square one, which is if you want to get addicted to an opioid, heroin becomes the first choice again because we are no longer making it the realm of the prescription situation. I hope that helps. That's it.